That's awesome. You know what? Every time I have you on, Tommy, I feel like I need to go home and practice guitar.
No, I thought you were going to say, I need to go home and lay down.
No, not at all. Tommy Emmanuel, I think many of you know him, certified guitar player from Chet Atkins. Recently,
Yeah, some people should say he certainly should be certified.
Not at all.
Put that guy away.
Incredible talent. You've got so many awards from from Kentucky, everywhere else. Yeah. Nominated for 2 Grammys.
And here in the state of Tennessee?
Yes. Yeah.
Actually, a few years ago, I never told you this, but I won the Immigrant Achievement Award.
Really?
Which was voted by the Immigrant Council of America, which was, for me, was a great honor, and it was an emotional night because there were people from Poland, from Italy, from South America and all that, and they were such great musicians playing music of their country and their culture, but absolutely made accepted and felt at home here.
Well, I'd like to go ahead and take you into it then, because I know I cornered you about it earlier, to where I saw the big press release and everything, to where you were at Congress
here and in Nashville at the Capitol Center
with the senator.
Senator Dickinson, who's been so kind and supportive of what I do. In fact, there's a lot of musicians on the floor there at Congress, and it was a great experience. I always love that experience. So like when I go to Washington, I have to do something official for the Australian government. I just love observing protocol and how people work together.
You're like a liaison.
Yeah, and so.
Well, now I'm not going to let you downplay
this. The ointment, actually.
But you actually got a citation for
contribution to music in Music City.
See, I think that's incredible, Tommy.
It's beautiful.
What a great award, and you were there with Connie.
Yeah, Connie Smith and Marty Stewart and John Knowles and I played the Tennessee Waltz. and actually, he said, well. I'm a transplant too, he said. I'm from Texas, and now I'm in Tennessee. So he called us two transplants.
Nice.
Me from Australia, him from Texas. But I've really felt that warm welcome here, and it's a wonderful thing because I came here a long time ago to make my home here and to try to learn more and to be a part of this community of music makers here, because this town, Music City, is so full of talented people.
Well, yeah, and I think, and you're obviously one of the top ones in my mind, and from your time with Chet Atkins, and you've been performing for 50 years.
Yeah,
and your mother bought your
first together by now, wouldn't you?
Your mother bought your first guitar for you when you were 4 years old.
That's right. Yeah.
I mean, that's just incredible. And now, I mean, you've got this custom-made, Larrivee.
Yeah, Jean Larrivee made this guitar, and the beautiful pearl work on the neck. If you follow my hand, you ready? Look at this. Look how good that cameraman is. Look at that beautiful work. Yeah, and
his wife actually does that, correct?
John Larrivee. We'll call her Mrs. Larrivee.
There we go.
Yeah, and actually, him and his family are all. It's a family-run business, but Jean has actually moved here to America and builds brilliant guitars.
Well, you were telling me also that he's a resource for a lot of guitar builders about the woods.
Yes, he's a world authority on the woods, and he's a man who can tell you all about how nature works and the environment and how wood interacts.
Now, you were also telling that you used this guitar on your recent CD DVD collection.
Yeah.
Which is live and solo at Pensacola, Florida.
Yeah, it was a live with an audience, and I'd been doing a lot of CDs and TV shows with guests, right? So there's obviously a lot of variety. There's some singing, there's some interaction and all that with other players like Frank Vignola.
Well, and your recent one with the Colonel and the Governor.
Yeah, with Martin Taylor.
Which is selling great.
Yeah, it's doing well. But people always said, can we just get a copy of something like you did tonight, just you, So being a person who believes in listening to his audience, that's for sure, I decided to do this solo concert, and I wanted to use this guitar because I've used it on some recordings, and I found this new microphone called an Earthworks, which has this bendable sort of neck, and you can get you can get the guitar right up on the mic like that, and it's just through the sound system in the hall, it sounds so big and so natural.
Well, I'll tell you what, and I've got the set. The CD DVD set, and so the CD is in my car, and the DVD is at home on my Blu-ray, and it's like, it's great. And like I was telling you when we were talking earlier, it's like the way it was shot to where it gives the perception you're in the audience.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy how you brought that across.
It's a very personal thing, and I tell a few stories. I can't remember a lot about it because it was just one night out of a million. But I know my wife Clara worked very hard on making the images behind me, work with the songs.
It was all incredible. Tell her what a great job she did.
Oh, I will. Hello, darling.
So now we also want to talk about, you're going to have a new website coming out, but where can they find out about your tours and everything, Tom?
Well, you can go to my website, TommyEmmanuel.com. Or there's always announcements on Facebook. I've got fan pages on Facebook, and a lot of people write to me, and I try to get in there and answer questions personally as much as I can, because it's so important for me to keep that communication with the folks out there.
Well, I think you do a great job on it.
Thank you.
And I appreciate you coming back into the Fox 17 studio.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Anytime. I want to have you back again.
All right.
Thank you for watching the Fox 17 Rockin' Review, and be sure and see Tommy on tour.
Oh, don't miss me.